All right, y'all. We are live on this beautiful Tuesday, the first New York Open of 2024. Blessings to everybody in the name of Yeshua, Jesus the Messiah. Even if you are not religious, I still pray y'all are super blessed. And as usual, guys, if we can get 1,000 likes during the first half hour of the stream, we will be giving away 1,000 USDT. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Dave Digital. Shout out to J Money. Shout out to Quam Fi Only. Shout out to Edgar Para. Shout out to Mark Dutch. Shout out to Rec Day Trader. Short from the high. That's not a bad idea. How'd you get that high? Out of curiosity, was it the naked point of control, the naked daily point of control? Shout out to Aaron G. Shout out to Red Elephant. Shout out to Dave Digital Long from 41,900. Jack says short time. I don't know if it's quite short time yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if we do get a little bit of a New York Open move to the downside here. Shout out to Freddie GMZ. He says we are dumping, baby. I wouldn't necessarily call this a dump, but it would not surprise me if we do consolidate a little bit here and get a bit of more of a move to the upside, because I do believe there are much more important areas of resistance to the upside. All right, let's go, baby. Let's go. Shout out to Rendell. Shout out to German Aimer opening the longs in the support. That's the way to do it. Short the corn, says Jack. Shout out to the digital gold token, shorting 45. Shout out to Bearish Bull. Shout out to Bearish Bull. Shout out to Braz Hyun Barbu. Shout out to you, my man. Sorry that I butchered your name. Sorry that I butchered your name. Man, we are going to get into this Bitcoin analysis. Shout out to Dono Crypto. What do I think about Matic? I don't really have any immediate thoughts about it. We'd have to take a look at the chart. Shout out to Crypto A. Let's get Bitcoin back up to 50K. Yeah, I'm thinking we could get a little bit higher here. Maybe not to 50K exactly, but I do think we could get a little bit higher right here. Yeah, because look, we have some pretty major areas of resistance above us. Pretty major areas of resistance above us. And we are right now, actually, the reason we are getting a bit of a rejection from this level, guys, is because we did have a naked daily point of control at 45,975. So if we take a look at where we came up to, I mean, literally to the dollar, naked daily point of control. And then from that place, we got to move down, and then we got to move back up right into the Fibonacci Golden Pocket 786 zone, which is giving us a little bit now of a pullback. And when I say a little bit of a pullback, I mean that, a little bit of a pullback. All right? A little bit of a pullback. Now, let's take another look. Here we are in the 1 minute time frame. I'd say that 44,769 was a key support resistance flip. 44,769 is the level that was our previous high, and we have broken out of it, flipped it now into support, and this now we have been unable to make any kind of bearish market structure here. So we are going to be pulling our fib from the low that we made here at 44,769. That's our current support, to our high at around 45,975, and we're also going to pull some volume here. And we are going to just take a look and see that, what do you know, we do have a nice area of support down around this Fibonacci Golden Pocket level. So if Bitcoin gets another little move to the downside, this is going to be our first local support, where in my opinion, I think we could look for another move to the upside. All right. Now, I'm currently holding multiple Bitcoin long trades. You know, they are up quite a bit right now in unrealized profit. I think altogether, what do we got here? We got, I think, like $34,000 of unrealized profit. And I guess about $30,000 of realized profit as well. So wow, these longs have been really nice in December. Shout out to the Casper crew, because we have been absolutely crushing these trades, crushing these charts. This long setup, I was feeling super bullish on Bitcoin, and I rarely do make a video the way I made. When I gave this setup in the Casper crew, I was so confident in this last week. If you guys remember, those who are in the Casper crew Discord, I said, I'm definitely going to be longing that when we come down there. It's worth the risk for me. And I longed it. I made the video, which I rarely do. When I opened the trade, I said I just put $500,000 on Bitcoin, and I'm targeting a new high. And the reason why I had the cojones to do that is because when we came down to this level that we had right down here at about 31,356, the chart was looking more bullish than I've seen it look in a very long time. We had a massive amount of signals printing at the same time. That's very rare. Very rare. First of all, if we take a look at our 4-hour time frame here, we saw the bullish uneven butt cheek pattern on market cipher B on the 4-hour time frame. A very rare signal, actually. If we go to the 4-hour time frame right now, and we just take a look at this pattern, which I was looking at as an ascending triangle right here. This is the Bybit chart. Let's go to the Coinbase chart. The Coinbase chart, an ascending triangle right here. Okay, we had a pretty clearly defined high, and then we had this diagonal trend line on the bottom here, giving us higher lows each time. Now, as we came down to hit this level, the 4-hour market cipher B was giving us a bullish divergence. And don't mess with those 4-hour bullish divergences. They don't always play out right away, guys. They don't always play out right away, but they typically play out. And I cannot remember a time really where we had a 4-hour bull div and it resulted in a loss. I can't really remember a time. So as we came down to make this low, the 4-hour market cipher B, we printed a Big Ben Armstrong BitBoy green dot. It was the third Big Ben that we had down here, right? These big dots, and the momentum wave was getting higher as the price was getting lower, giving us that very juicy uneven butt cheek pattern. We got the juicy left cheek on the left, the skinny right cheek on the right. And would you look at that beautiful confluence right there? Absolutely beautiful. Now, we have not printed a bullish divergence on the 4-hour time frame since September 11th, 2022. This is the last time we printed a 4-hour bullish divergence as the price was getting lower and the 4-hour was getting higher, right? Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? And then the time before that we printed the 4-hour bull div was right down here. Would you look at that? Right down here. Absolutely insane. Right? So they're very rare patterns. We printed one here, which gave us a nice move to the upside from this zone. Let's see, where else did we print one? We did not print one here. We did not print one here. They're very rare, right? Since April, we printed 1, 2, 3. That's the 4th time since April. And notice most of these are the bottom. Sometimes they're not the bottom. This one was not the bottom, but it even still gave us a 10% move to the upside. This one was the bottom. This one was the bottom. And what's so interesting about this here is the fact that, well, we are forming this ascending triangle, which is objectively speaking a bullish pattern. And as we come down to these lows, we are seeing these massively bullish divergences forming. In addition to that, if we take a look at an order flow chart, we can see that throughout the entirety of the triangle, people were starting to get bearish here. People were starting to get pretty dang bearish in this triangle. As the price continues to make higher lows, the CVD and the open interest are showing us that, well, people are shorting this. People were shorting this like crazy. Right, the CVD, this green line, this is telling us, are traders longing or are they shorting? If the line is getting lower, it means traders are shorting. right? And because we know that the active participants in the market are the ones that actually move the market, right? I mean, if nobody's buying Bitcoin, the price is not going to go up. But if people are buying Bitcoin, the price is going to go up because the market cap is increasing. There's money coming into the asset that will increase the price. If people are selling an asset, it will cause the price to go down because money is coming out of the asset. So when you see people shorting, you would expect price to be making lower lows. You would expect these lows to be broken. You would expect a downtrend to start happening, but instead we're continuing making higher lows. This is called bullish absorption. So we had a perfect storm right here. A perfect storm. If you wait for these types of trade setups where everything is telling you this is the trade to take, you're not going to take a lot of trades, but the trades you take are going to be juicier than a fresh watermelon right off the homestead in late August when that curly tendril turns brown and you cut that thing open and it's nice and red and sweet and juicy with all the black seeds, because when you grow your own melons, they're not infertile like the ones at the supermarket. Okay, so here we go. Bitcoin coming down again. Let's see if we hit this area. 45,241. 45,241. 45,241. Let's see if we hit it, guys. Here we go. We're coming close to it. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to Dave Digital. Shout out to Rockton Road, also a homesteader. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. All-time high before halving is a possibility. I don't think so, but it could be, obviously. Everything's a possibility here. All right, so we have just now taken this low here. An important level. Now, a few things also to keep in mind here, guys. Okay, so we are coming down right now to that value area low, to this golden pocket zone. We are seeing some bullish divergence here on the 6-minute time frame. Some other things to keep in mind, right? The 4-hour right now is printing a red dot. All right, the 4-hour right now is in fact printing a red dot. And so what does this mean? Well, to me, this means we need to consolidate a little bit. We need to range a little bit. We're probably not going to pump right now. Although it could happen. I'd say that the 4-hour red dot means this pump is going to take a little bit of a breather here. The 1-hour market cipher B is a little bit slow to load here. But yeah, it looks like we need to breathe off a little bit, but the money flow continues to get thicker on the 1 hour. Here we go. Starting to get a little bit of a bounce from this level here. The 618 and that value area low. Price starting to get a little bit of bounce here. All right, so this could be an area where we bounce from, but let's see if we take out more of these lows. We've got more to take out, more liquidity down right here. But let's kind of watch and wait and see. It's so funny, the people that say technical analysis doesn't work. How could you deny this? How could you deny that? 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 You know what I'm saying? Let's check out our 5-second time frame here. Ooh, 5-second even gave a nice signal on that one. Alrighty. So when we think about the Casper ETF just got approved. Shout out to Bullish on Parade. Shout out to Joe Potter. Shout out to Joe Airy. He says Happy New Year from Amsterdam. Shout out to Hill Me. Don't repeat again and again. 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 Yo, check out my man Hilmy, he says don't repeat again and again. When you go outside and you're checking on the farm, you gotta make sure that you count all your hens, cause there's a fox outside, he's on the pry, trying to eat some breakfast. Blue in the sky, Bitcoin pumping real hard, and we're going real far when I'm driving through the farm on my nice new car. Here we go, repeating ourselves over and over. Got it with the bell, cause I wanna say the same thing over again. Gotta make the stream last an hour and then even more. Got people coming in, going out. Gotta speak out from my heart, doing my part to do it real smart when I'm chicken blah 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 blah. Alrighty. What leverage am I using? I'm using leverage, whatever leverage I want. Whatever leverage I want to use. Okay. We got a bounce from the golden pocket. Let's check out what the order flow is doing here, guys. Okay, wow. We had a lot of people open up short trades just now. Okay. That's quite interesting. Right into the VWAP as well. If we can reclaim this VWAP, we can go straight to Pump City. But if we cannot reclaim VWAP, well, that is bearish. But yeah, we had about 3.5 million people short right into VWAP here. We had a lot of longs close out on this way down, and we had a decent amount of shorts open up here. So that is quite interesting. Let's see how it goes. Again, this is our local area of support. All right, our local area of support right here. Coming down, I would say, even to these lows. Wow, we got 1,100 people in here. We only have 300 likes. Guys, in the next 7 minutes, listen to everyone who always says I never do a giveaway. If everybody likes the video right now, we will give away $1,000. If not everybody likes the video right now, we'll have to wait until another stream to give away $1,000. Okay, but this is the chance. If you want $1,000, now's the chance. All right, I'm gonna put the VWAP on the screen. Okay. This white line is our VWAP. This is the line that we need to come above here. And I'll be honest with you, I think things are looking bullish. To me right now, things look a little bit bullish here on the 12-minute. We got some divergences forming here. Even the 6-minute. Let's check out our 3-minute. Even the 3-minute's looking pretty nice right now. Like, if we get a fast drop just to take those lows, I think we could get another move to the upside here. Let's wait and see. Okay. Now, if we start dumping like a wild lady, I am going to take some profits out of these long trades, guys, because I don't want to leave money on the tabale, which is a little bit of Espanol for table. I'll bet you guys didn't know that. Even you guys who speak Spanish didn't know tabale was the word for table. But yeah, all right, we'll have to kind of wait and see how this plays out here. Oh man. Oh man. All right, let's take a look at the trade, because look, you know what's crazy? Easy come, easy go, baby. You know, we were up 20K. Now we're only up 17,600. You know, isn't that crazy? $2,500 out the window in minutes. These markets will humble you. Okay, these markets will absolutely humble you. Now this trade, you know, I have already made, I guess, about 0.2 Bitcoin on the trade. Or I've already made about 0.2 Bitcoin on the trade here. 0.8, 0.7, about 0.8 times 3. So look, I'm happy with my wins here, even if we get a little bit of a move to the downside, but I'm definitely not going to close this thing. And I've definitely made a lot of money, but I'm definitely looking to make a lot more money. So it's not like me holding this trade during this dump is being irresponsible, okay? It's not like that at all. So let's see how this is playing out. All right, we got to look over here. We got 1,200 viewers in the house. Now, the Bitcoin price is printing some bullish divs here. Come on, Bitcoin. Come on. If we reclaim the VWAP, if we reclaim value area low, come on Bitcoin, we need to reclaim value area low, 45,232. If we reclaim 45,232, then we are going to get a move back up to the POC and then the value area high. Now, I do have to say this, technically speaking, on a low time frame, this is our first sign of very local weakness. Why? Because we were making a high, right? A low, a high, a higher low, a higher high, a higher low, a lower high. Now we've officially made our first lower low, okay? So this does mean we could continue now like this, right? This is our first sign, but here we go. Bitcoin's starting to get a little bit of a pump, a P-U-M-P, baby, a pump. And let's check out once again what's happening on the order book. So yeah, we had a lot of shorts open here as well, 3.5 million plus another million, about 4.5 million shorts, plus another 3 million shorts. So about 7 million shorts shorting around VWAP. If we come up and reclaim this VWAP, man, those guys are going to get squizzled. They're going to get squeezed. We did have some longs get liquidated down here. So this is our first New York Open of 2024, guys. Our first NYO of 2024. Can you guys believe it's already 2024? I personally cannot believe it. It's crazy. It's crazy. Shout out to everybody in the chat right now. Shout out to Memory Man. Shout out to Big Jim's Wiener Dogs. Shout out to Monster Live. Shout out to Shirley Fortress. Shout out to Rick Cogswell. Rick, man, what is going on? Shout out to Johnny Ploney. Max Payne is up. Let's go, baby. Yeah, let's get this squeeze on, man. Oh, nice. That was German Spanish. Zetabale. Zetabale. All right, let's see if we have any super chats in the house because my software doesn't show them anymore, so I got to check manually. So not like I'm expecting or asking for super chats. I just don't want to be disrespectful to anybody who has maybe given one. All right, 0 super chats. Cool, I didn't miss anybody. I did not miss anybody. Bull div on the 6 minute. Yeah, so all right, the daily says David is very bearish. Yeah, let's get into a little bit of HTF analysis up in here. Some high time frame analysis, you know, because I think that is important. So yeah, let's talk about my grandmaster plan. Now in the past, guys, grandmaster plans have not always worked out for me, right? In the past, grandmaster plans has not always worked out for me. And by the way, we have 30 seconds for everyone to like the video and we can get a $1,000 giveaway. Like the video right now. Let's get 1,000 likes right now. We'll do a $1,000 giveaway. 1,000 likes, $1,000. Bam. All right, we've got ourselves 30 seconds. Let's see if we can't get it. Let's see if we can't get it. We hit the 618, says Mark Z. We hit a local 618, but we did not hit a macro 618. We did not hit a macro 618. We did not hit a macro 618, unfortunately. All right. Alrighty. Okay, so let's get into some high time frame analysis. All right, here we are, coming above VWAP right now. Coming above VWAP right now. All right, let's see if we can't come above this level here. All right, unfortunately, those shorts have closed. This is not as bullish as it was looking because the shorts have closed. All right, if those shorts had stayed open, could have looked a little bit more bullish. Here we are at the VWAP. Let's see what we got going on. A decrease of OI, shorts closing, longs opening. All right, if we get big longs coming in, that could push us up. So let's get some high time frame analysis here. Okay, but definitely this is not looking as bullish as it was a little bit ago because those shorts have closed. But in general, I still remain bullish. Yeah, so let's check it out. Yeah, we got a 4-hour red dot, which is why I'm expecting we don't pump right away. But look at this. All right, this is Coinbase, the Coinbase chart. This is what's so important right now about why I'm expecting higher here, why I don't think the high is in yet. Because when we look at this old zone of price action right here, we have ourselves a fair value zone with the low of the bull market down at 31,000 and the high at about 50,000. All right. Now notice how important the $31,000 low was. When we lost that $31,000 low, there was a major change. There's a major support resistance flip where what used to be support has now become resistance. Now we've broken up above this. Once you come back inside an old fair value zone, it actually becomes more probable than not that we fill to the top of the fair value zone. All right. Now, in addition to that, if we are trading above the high volume node of that fair value zone, it becomes even more probable that we just come to the top. Okay. Now, all the analysis I gave as to why I took a long trade from here, because everything was there was so much confluence at this level where I was comfortable making a video saying I just put $500,000 long on Bitcoin, right? That's a scary thing to do because people might stop hunt me. I even showed my dang stop loss in the video, right? But everything was saying we were going to get higher here. Our target of this ascending triangle is the golden pocket. The golden pocket lines up perfectly with the value area high of the old range. It just makes more sense to me that we hit this target. And then, who knows what happens, right? Now, is the daily looking bearish? It is, but let's be honest. If this was a lower time frame right now, what would we be waiting for? The golden pocket, right? If I came to the chart and the half hour looked like this, what would my trade be for the day? What would my plan be for the day? It would be this, right? This would be my trade for the day, basically. If this is the half-hour chart, this is the trade I would plan for. Because, yeah, we have some levels before there, but nothing too significant. So I'd say if I could choose any trade, I would choose this one. Could we dump before there? Of course we could. But we have to also think by the time we get up there, we're going to start to be topping out like this, right? Now, as it stands right now, when we look at this daily time frame, we cannot tell yet if it's going to do this, right? Or if it's going to do this and give us the upside down Sam Bankman-Fried bearish man boot pattern, right? We want, I mean, if we're looking to short, which personally I am, because I think a pullback is not only healthy, but yeah, I think it's necessary for us to have a healthy move to the upside to get a pullback here, right? So we would want to see something like this happening to give us a bit of a pullback here, right? But right now, in order to interpret this daily time frame, we need to go down to lower time frames and ask ourselves, what do the lower time frames look like? If we go to the 4 hour, what do we see? We see money flow coming out. This is for certain here, right? But we don't see a divergence locally here. So ideally, if we want to really hit that short, we would see something like this. We would see the 4 hour, get a little move down, get a push up, let's say when the ETF news comes out or whatever, and then the 4 hour is diverging along with the daily, right? We want to see all things lining up perfectly, right? The 4 hour is not giving us our divergence yet. Therefore, I think it's still safer to say our higher target is coming. And it might not, right? And it might not. So that's something that we also do need to keep in mind here, okay? It may not. That is okay. All right, that is a-okay. All right, we got a super chat, baby. Shout out to our super chatters. Shout out to our super chatters. Thank you so much, Trucker Crypto, for the $10 super chat. He says, much respect for the alpha plus the freestyle. Man, I appreciate that. Well, don't thank me for the freestyle. Thank whoever gave the comment that spurred it on. Sometimes you just can't help yourself, you know? All right, so Bitcoin is getting a bit of a move downward here. That's not looking really good. This is not a good look for Bitcoin right now. This is not a good look right now. This is not a good look right now. Okay, the reason why is because we have not reclaimed that VWAP. Let's go ahead and pull our fib from low to high. All right, we're coming down to a make or break zone here for the biz ounce. Okay. Let's check out what's happening here also on the order book. Yeah, lots of shorts. People, big time shorting down here. But those shorts have now closed out. We don't have too much volume coming in right now. We don't have a lot of longs coming in right now. Okay. This VWAP is going to be very crucial for us. And another unfortunate reality right now is we actually are seeing potentially bearish absorption happening at VWAP here, right? Potentially we're seeing some bearish absorption happening under the VWAP right now, which could bring us down quite a bit. All right, this could bring us down quite a bit right now. Okay, this could bring us down quite a bit right now. All right, so here's my plan right now. If we come down back into the triangle and we don't bounce from the top, I'm going to probably be looking to close this trade here and maybe look for another entry, right? Because I don't want to leave that much profit on the table here, you know. I've already realized on this trade about $11,000–$12,000 worth of Bitcoin. So I consider it a win no matter what. So if we come back into the triangle and I close it out, you know, I'm still making like 15K plus on the trade. That to me is a massive win, a massive win. So yeah, I'm leaving profits on the table if we get that move down. But look, in trading, you're always going to be leaving profits on the table. That's just the way it is. All right. That's just the way it is. Right. So, okay. We're starting to hold right now. Are we going to dump hard? I don't feel like we're going to dump hard. But look, is it possible? Of course it's possible. Shout out to Rod for the super chat. Can we look at TRB? I mean, sure, we can look at TRB, Rod. Yeah, we can look at TRB. I'm not a fan of TRB. I didn't trade it. It looks like a pump and dump. It looks like a blow off top. Yeah, so look, we did get a bounce. We came down to this low. We're getting a little bit of a bounce here. I don't know what to say about TRB. I'll be honest with you. When you see price action like this, be wary. I don't really know what to say about it, right? I have nothing to say about it right now. I don't see a good trade setup on it right now because, I mean, if we're going to long here, we got to put our stop loss in 35%, and our take profit would be around the golden pocket. I mean, I guess that's a decent setup, but I don't know. I'm not interested in trading this thing, I'll be honest with you. So let's see here. I mean, is this even a decent setup? I'd say it's definitely not worth it, considering there's a lot of other potential assets out there to give you better setups. All right, this is like a 3-to-1 risk reward. You could get that easy just day trading Bitcoin. Easy. So like, yeah, I don't know what this thing is, but clearly this was an insane pump and dump operation. 80% move to the downside right there. All right, come on, Bitcoin. Come on. You can do it. Yeah, it looks super suspicious, right? Bad main light. Shout out to John K. How come your MEXC shows different? You can change on MEXC how you want it to show. So like quantity, you can select. Do you want it to show in Bitcoin, USDT, or contracts? That's how. By the way, guys, I'm trading on MEXC and I'm trading on ZoomX. Links in the description. My two go-to exchanges. I love ZoomX because you can. It respects the levels the same way as Bybit. So if you love trading Bybit levels like I do, ZoomX is the way to go, right? Because when I'm looking for exact levels to trade like this one here, right? This exact level I was looking at. Other exchanges aren't going to hit the levels to the exact dollar, right? Other exchanges, you gotta view it as a zone. But here, you know, when you're looking for an exact level on Bybit, ZoomX, you could set limit orders there with a tight stop, have your risk management and everything planned out in advance, right? Now, MEXC I like because of the fees. Now, a quick disclaimer, please don't trade if you don't know how to trade, all right? Don't trade if you don't know how to trade. And also, remember that if there's an exchange out there that does not ask you for your name and will let you trade with 200 times more money than you have, you got to be careful. And don't put anything on the exchange that you're not comfortable potentially losing. Now, I've never had an issue with either of these exchanges, but let's be honest. All right. Also, guys, if you want to join the Casper Crew VIP Discord, where we give the setups like this, and most days of the week we are doing multiple live streams, going through the live price action, looking for the juicy setups, stocks, forex, crypto, JasonCasperTrading.com. Alrighty. Okay, so Bitcoin is getting a little bit of a consolidation here, having a little bit of trouble here. Okay, ZoomX requires VPN now. Well, here's the thing. Like, you should always be using a VPN if you're on the internet, period. Wow, MEXC raised their fees that high? I didn't know this. Wow. Wow. What? Yeah, look at that, man. Wow, they've got taker fees now. I'm sorry, maker fees now. Wow, that's wild. Well, it's a long time coming, honestly, but yeah, that's a bummer. That is a bit of a bummer here. Wow, 0.025. Sheesh. That's definitely not like it used to be. Well, all right. Well, there you have it. Fees have just been raised on MEXC. Shout out to my man or woman. I don't know, because, you know, I'm not trying to assume the gender with your watermelons there, but my opinion on cake. Well, you know, sometimes you need some simple carbohydrates, all right? If you have had an intense workout, or if you're about to have an intense workout, those simple carbs will be used as energy, all right? Muscles are sinks for glucose. You're not going to get diabetic eating some cake before, during, or after a very intense weight training workout. However, sugar in general, especially processed sugar and carbohydrates, I say are pretty bad for your health. So, you know, short term, I'd say cake could be used in a good way. Long term, definitely bad for the health. I definitely recommend eating whole food sources of carbohydrates, abstaining from processed sugars. But the crypto cake is, well, it is breaking out of this resistance here. And look, I feel the same way about this as I feel about many things in the in this current time, right? I do believe, all right, I do believe that this is buy the dip season for Bitcoin and altcoins. Okay, we have made a nice bottom here, bullish divergence on the weekly time frame. All right, and here's the thing: if you don't believe this is buy the dip season, and if you think the bear market's not over, and if you think crypto's going to zero, well, stop watching the video and definitely don't buy any crypto. But for me, the bear market is over and we are heading into the halving and things are going to be very bullish. And so when you see macro bottom signals like this, that means if we get a dip, you can buy the dip. And we know that there's right now for cake a lot more upward potential than there is downward potential. Potentially 1,000+% to the upside and about 80% to the downside. All right, so if we're looking at cake as a long-term hold for the bull market, this is what we're looking at right now. About an 11x. An 11x if we hit less than all-time highs. 11x if we hit less than all-time highs. If we hit new all-time highs, let's say we go to 60 bucks, we're looking at a 17x. All right? So yeah, I think this looks like a good one. Is this pancake swap? Is that what that is? Yeah, it's pancake swap. Yeah, I think that's got to be good. I think it's definitely going to do well. Pancake swap, because people like pancakes, as do I, and people like swapping their crypto coins easily, you know, and so it definitely is something that I think is going to do well. That's my thoughts on it. Let's check out how Bitcoin's doing here. Oh my goodness. Dumping like a wild woman in distress right now. Running through the wilderness with a laundry basket on her head, looking like Janet Yellen. Sheesh. Oh, I had the wrong chart the whole time. Dang it, Jason. You stupid, moronic, imbecilic. Wrong chart the whole time. I did that yesterday too. This is what I'm looking at with cake, guys. With birthday cake. All right, shout out to everyone in the chat who says we can't see it. Shout out to Dave Digital. They always use market orders to get in the market. No. 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 Do I smoke? What emoji is that? Do I smoke? Is that marijuana? The devil's lettuce? No, I don't smoke the devil's lettuce. I used to smoke a lot of the devil. I used to smoke the devil's lettuce all day, every day, baby. But I have since repented of that. Now, I don't necessarily think it's wrong to smoke the devil's lettuce, let me just say. But I don't necessarily think it's beneficial to smoke the devil's lettuce, especially in the way I was doing it, because, you know, back in my early 20s, all I did was pretty much listen to the devil's lettuce. And I was not a functional stoner at all. You know, not at all. I would think to myself, oh, I'm going to smoke and then I'll be able to write some more creative music. Didn't really work out that way. I thought, oh, I'm going to smoke and then go to the gym, get a good workout in. You know, do 1 or 2 sets, and then I'd walk across the street to Chipotle and get 2 burritos. It didn't really work out so good for me, you know what I'm saying? And then I look back at my life and like 3 years were just totally like clouded in fog. Couldn't really remember. I wasn't present with anybody, and then I had trouble stopping, you know, because it's not addictive, they say. So I tried to stop and I couldn't stop. And I have a very addictive personality as well. So I can say I was definitely addicted to it, you know. I know it's different for everybody. That's the thing. Like, it's such a subjective thing. It affects everybody differently. People can use it like once in a while and be okay. I can't use it once in a while and be okay. Like if I were to smoke the devil's lettuce right now, in about 2 hours I'd be trying to smoke the devil's lettuce again. And that would just keep on going. And my life would become totally unproductive. And I would feel tired and lethargic. And everything would fall apart, you know? So that's just my own experience with it. Someone thinks I do steroids. Yeah, I traded the devil's lettuce for the devil's injectables. Shout out to Frankie Candles in the super chat. New yearly highs. LFG, pump it. Jason, much love, brother. Yo, Frankie Candles, much love to you, my man. Much love to you, bro. Are we pumping or dumping right now? Bitcoin is dumping. But Frankie Candles, please, I need some financial advice, bro. Are these trades going to hit their TPs here? Or do you think I should just close them out? You know, I'm leaving a lot of profit on the table right now. This could honestly, this unrealized profit right now could pay my bills for like 3 months. Because, you know, I don't have any kind of debt or mortgage or car payment or utility bills or anything like that, right? I could live fancy on this for about 3 months. Should I close it, Frankie Candles? Please let me know. The Video Kingdom says close it. I trade the devil's lettuce for coffee. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, man. Shout out to Frankie Candles. Happy New Year to you, man. Everybody go subscribe to Frankie Candles if you enjoy good technical analysis, good community, fun times. Shout out to Greg from Pennsylvania. The only beneficial thing on earth is to take as much growth hormone as possible. Do I take steroids? Looks like a steroid body. I don't know. What do you think, Ganesh? Do you think I'm on steroids? If you guys think I'm on steroids, pop a 1 in the chat right now. If you guys think I'm on steroids, pop a 1 in the chat. Everybody knows. Look at the deltoids, actually. You can't get delts like this naturally, can you? What do you guys think? What do you think? If you think I'm on steroids, put a 1. 1 in the chat. Shout out to the Candle Mafia in the chat, honestly. We got Frankie Candles, man. The Candle Mafia hangs out in my chat a lot. We got Creighton C up in here. We got Dave Digital up in here. Shout out to Bullish Vision. Shout out to Lucid David. Yeah, Lucid David makes a really great point. If you're desperate for money, you should not be trading. Seriously. Because, yeah, you will lose everything. All right. A lot of people think I'm not on steroids. That's good. Nice. Rec Day Trader says, I used to be on steroids. I'm not on. Well, look, there's one crypto YouTuber that we all know is on steroids, all right? So compare my physique to that YouTuber and you'll know the answer. Shout out to Menno. What is going on? Shout out to 19 Kristen 93. I'm on the power of Jesus. Well, amen to that, man. It's the Lord that keeps me going. All right, so let's get back into this Bitcoin chart here. Okay, so we are getting a little bit of a bounce from the 786 here. This is, in my opinion, a pretty key level that needs to hold. Let's check out our 6-minute potential bull div here on the 6-minute. This is a pretty key level that needs to hold. Potential bull div on the 12-minute. Let's check out our 24-minute. Potential trigger wave here forming on the 24-minute. Also with a potential hidden bullish divergence on the 24-minute here from our last little low. So let's see, once again, if we can reclaim the VWAP, especially if we can reclaim value area low. I'd say we go for that yearly at 46,195, baby. Come on, Bitcoin, don't let me down now. I'm live on the internet. My reputation's at stake. They're figuring out that I inject steroids every morning. We got some slight bullish divergences, some slight uneven butt cheeks. Coming up right here. Let's see. Come on, Bitcoin. It's not looking super strong, but look, if we reclaim VWAP, that will look very strong. That will look very, very strong. Shout out to my man. He says, people think because you have muscle, you have to be on steroids. You can build muscle by trading consistently and eating simple. That's so true. I mean, that's really what it is. I mean, I love lifting weights. Like, I love it. Even if, I say this all the time, even if I knew I was never going to get any bigger or any stronger, if I knew for certain I was going to look worse in the future, I would still lift weights. I just love it. I love it so much. I can't even explain it. I love it. I love squatting. I love deadlifting. I love pressing. I love it. I enjoy it. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's just a hobby that I love. And I like to feel good, so I like to eat good. I like to eat nutrient-dense foods, and I like to eat low-sugar foods and things that make me feel energetic and good and strong. I don't want to feel weak and sick and tired, you know? Shout out to Frank Candles. Shout out to Rec Day Trader. All right, are we going to fill the CME gap? Let's take a look right now at some CME gaps on the chart, all right? Let's take a look at some of these CME gaps here. Let's go to the daily on the futures chart. All right, so we've got ourselves a Gapperoni and Queso down here. Wow. Wow, okay, so we've got ourselves a few Gapperoni and Quesos. The queso is piling hard. Speaking of queso, make sure it's raw queso. That's some good stuff. Raw cheese, man. Raw cheese is basically steroids. Think about it. All right, yeah, so we've got a gap at 43,155. Let's pull a fib. I'm about to blow my own mind here. Guys. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow, okay. We've got ourselves a golden pocket 786 combo right at that gap. Okay, this is the CME futures chart. Let's see where that gap is coming in actually. Let's go to Bybit. Let's go to Bybit here. Let's see where that gap's going to get filled. Let's remove this. And yeah, we have an indicator for that, actually. We have an indicator for the CME gaps. Wow. Wait a second. Is this indicator wrong? Hang on. Yeah, it's wrong. It's wrong. All right, where's our gap? Our gap will be filled at 43,155. 43,155. 43,155. Please forgive the charts here because they are sloppy. So let's put a line there. 43,155. 43,155. Let's go ahead and make this our gap. I don't have a gap. Okay. All right. Well, we'll have to call it a gap manually, guys. We're gonna have to do manual TA. Wow, that's a pretty far drop. All right, let's see where's the top of the gap coming in here. Oh, man, it's the top of the gap is coming in at 43,695. 43,700. Let's put that on our chart. 43,700. 43,700. And that's we'll put this, that's the top of the gap. Alrighty. Wow, that's the POC of the range. Okay, so guys, 43,700, that's going to be a super key support. If we lose 43,700, then I will get out of these long trades, honestly. Take my dang profits and just go on about my life and wait for another trade setup, to be honest. Because, yeah, let's see here. Yeah, that's going to be a key. That's my Bitcoin mating call. Gets my wife nice and excited. And speaking of that, you know, our baby is due literally at the same exact minute of the Bitcoin halving. How did we coordinate that? Well, my Bitcoin mating call. That's how it works. Kiki. Irresistible. Shout out to my wife, Big Butts 28, by the way. Big Butts. I know you're watching. I know you're lurking. I love you, Big Butts 28. Thanks for being my wife. The best wife a guy could ask for. All right. So, yeah, Big Butts 28. She's listening. That's good to know. Okay, so let's do some other analysis while we're here, while we're consolidating, while we're losing VWAP, while we are. Yeah, look at that. That bearish CVD into the VWAP has played out. Yeah, so we might get more downside here. So let's go to the TPO chart and see what we got going on. We have a buying tail. Okay, so we have a buying tail because this pump happened literally in during the first candle of the day. Wow. On January 1st is where we got. Well, this is a little bit behind here. Wait a second. Let me refresh this chart. Let me refresh this chart. Yeah, look at that. So these are single prints, but it's also a buying tail. That's so interesting. It happened during that initial balance there. Wow, that's so interesting. So what happens if we come down and we had a selling tail up here? That's an interesting level. That's right around that 44,300. Yeah, right around this area here. Interesting. That's interesting. All right, 4-hour red dot. Again, 4-hour red dot means the pump is not necessarily going to continue right now. We probably range a little bit, and then I do still think we are going to make another high here, guys. 1-hour money flow is making me think we get another high here. 24-minute money flow also is making me think we get another high here. I think we can get one more hurrah. 12-minute, struggling with these bull divs. Come on, 12-minute. You can do it. All right. Shout out to Toros Crypto. Shout out to Luke from Toros Crypto. What is going on, man? He says, key call. Oh, my mating call attracted him to me. Wow. Shout out to Luke from Toros Crypto, guys. If you are not subscribed to Toros Crypto, go subscribe, because literally Luke puts out the best content for free. All right. This is not financial advice, but let's see. Am I even subscribed to Toro? Yeah, I am. If you subscribe to Toros Crypto, let's pump his subs up to 10K. He literally gives you free money every single day. I mean, I'm not even kidding, right? He makes these videos, his day trading plan. This guy is a professional trader. He gives you his plan every day for free. What a crazy thing. How come more people aren't subscribed? Probably one of the most underrated crypto channels in YouTube right now. All right, so go subscribe. Also, he has a pretty good Southern accent as well, and he's a Brit. So what does that tell you? Anyone with a good Southern accent is definitely a good trader. All right, shout out to my super chats. Shout out to Harsh Solanke for the 40 units of currency super chat. Shout out to Frankie Candles. Shout out to Bit Burrito. He says, there's so much to talk of health. I have recommended a book everyone should check out. The Fourth Phase of Water by Gerald Pollack. This will give you an understanding of why water is life. Man, water's such an interesting creature. Water's an interesting thing here. Luke, I need some financial advice, bro. Should I close these juicy swing long trades, or should I continue to hodl them? I'm getting eaten alive on funding fees right now. I've lost thousands of dollars, $1,600 on funding fees on this thing. So, like, let me know, Luke. I need some real financial advice. All right. No, I'm not lying about your Southern accent, Luke. You know, whenever I hear it, gets me excited to be an American. All right. Does he do lives? Yeah, he does lives. He does lives. He does not lives. Whoa. Jim Cramer just said you can't kill crypto. That's a short signal right there. Yeah, I feel you, Luke Toros Crypto. You want that 46,200, that yearly level, right? That's my next TP as well, my man. Look, I'm front running too. Yeah, let's get that. Come on, this is. Can you imagine if this was the top, the first New York Open of 2022? Man, am I dating myself or what, guys? I do suffer from the chronic nostalgia. The first New York Open of 2024, and that was it. You just wake up and short and that's it? Come on. It's too easy. We need to stop out the early shorters. We need to wreck those guys. Or we need to fill the dang value area up to 50K. You know what I'm saying? Man, but yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Let's go. Come on, Bitcoin. All right, let's check out. All right, we are struggling once again with the value area low of our local range here. A reclaim of the VWAP, guys, will look pretty dang bullish in my opinion here. And then once we're back at the top of the range, we should go for another high. And once we go for that other high, look at this. You know, depending on if we get up to that yearly level or the POC, we will be forming some pretty nice bearish divergences. Honestly, the 4 hour could give us a nice bearish div as well here. And the 1 hour, we'll have to wait and see. But I'll be honest with you guys. I'm taking profits on these trades here, as you can see. But my other trade, I'm not going to take profit until $48,605. $48,605, baby. Let's hodl for this thing, all right? Whoa, no way. The CME already hit that yearly open. Well, CME runs the market because they can see into the future. That's why they call it futures trading. Yeah, shout out to Divine Hood. Shout out to Luke from Toro's Crypto. Shout out to Just Ray for the super chat. Thank you so much, Just Ray. Let's go higher and chill for a bit. That's what Luke says. Luke says higher and chill. All right. You heard it here first, guys. Luke says higher and chill. You know, Luke, it gives me confidence to hear you say that, man. Makes me want to... Cheers to you, Luke. People say it's too early to be drinking, but... Bitcoin retesting the triangle. It may. It may. Can I show the 4-hour bear div? So we don't have a 4-hour bear div yet, right? But in general, when I'm looking for another high, I want to see the 4-hour printed div, right? Because right now, here's what I'm looking at now. Okay, the daily, for example, could be printing a divergence soon, right? The daily right now potentially is beginning to form this pattern, all right? The upside down Sandbagman Friedman breast pattern, right? It's potentially forming here. We don't know yet if it's forming, okay? Money flow's coming out. So here's what we need to we need to wait for another high, which we're getting on the daily, but when we go down to the 4-hour, we're not seeing a divergence here. So if we get a little consolidation, you know, consolidation, range, and then something like this, as we hit one of these higher areas of resistance, then we'll have the daily bearish divergence, we'll have the 4-hour bearish divergence, and probably lower time frames. That could be the signal for the short trade. And honestly, to me, that would be just as powerful as a signal to short as this signal was to long down here. All right? This was a very powerful long signal. There's very few trades I've been as confident in as I was in this trade down here, guys, because the signal was so powerful. So, yeah, if we have divergences on all those levels at the macro golden pocket retest, I think that's a pretty good odds. Okay, we're above value area low, guys. Here we go, baby. Bitcoin pumping. Luke says, look at me with my fancy posh water, clearly making too much from those juicy longs. Maybe it's time to dump. Yeah, I suppose so. You know, allegedly imported from Italy, but I'll tell you, it wouldn't surprise me if it was some guy filling up this stuff at the tap, putting some CO2 up in there. Shout out to Lane Hughes. Lane Hughes is still bearish. He thinks this is still a bear market rally. Look, I would not be surprised if this is still a bear market rally, all right? Yeah, we have major bear divs in the higher time frames. We need to wait for all time frames to say the same thing, all right? That's my opinion. Okay, all right, we are testing VWAP right now, guys. Let's get a zoomed in look. It looks actually pretty strong on the 1 minute. Money flow crossing, momentum getting higher. Let's see if we can't pump up through this WAP. Let's see if we can't get a pump right through this VWAP. Come on, Bitcoin. Bitcoin pumping, we're not gonna stop. About to get a move, fresh through the VWAP. Pumping Bitcoin, prices going high, got the blue candles going right up into the sky. Oh snap, take a look down here on Market Cypher B. Got a bearish div on the TV, talking about trading view, trying to get the price through. Going really high, then I'm gonna get my through. Didn't know what to say, but check out the price action, looking kinda gay, and I'm using the word in its old school context, means happy. That's how I'm feeling, stomp that price gonna go high, hit the take profit right in my eye, going straight up to the sky as a freestyle rapping right here on the web. Got the freestyle going bars through my head, got the soda, Pellegrino, Flota, that's how we go, Here we go for the pump, baby, here we go. Yep, here it goes. Shout out to my man Callsign for the super chat. Got it filled on a scalp long. Yo, check it. Here we go. Yo, my man Callsign, he got filled on his scalp long, giving me some inspiration to sing this song. Now Bitcoin's gonna go really fast, pumping right through the VWAP with the gas. We're coming up now to test the level. Down to the wire, is Bitcoin gonna bevel? I don't know if you can see what I see, but it's treble. If we don't pump here, we're gonna have some trouble. Rhyme treble with trouble. Bitcoin is not real, it's just in a bubble. Don't you know this thing is going to zero? Listen to me, I'ma be a real hero, man. Didn't buy Bitcoin at 10, 100, 1,000 or 10K, cause it's going back down every single day when I'm listening to the sound. Got the man on my face and I'm wearing a big crown. Here we go, listen to me please. Eating all the cheese and I'm spreading it on my knees when I'm walking on the treadmill every single day, sitting down at the charts when I'm trying to get paid. Got Bitcoin chilling in 3 longs, giving me some inspiration to sing this song. Got my people in the chat as I'm watching that. Shout out to Math, man, what you think of that? Habib, can you sing a real song? I don't know, Little Mob, are you short or are you long? Got Gary in the chat, rejecting off the bars. Man, don't give me that, my name is not Lars. Don't even know what I'm about to say. Bars in my head and I'm rapping every day. Best crypto rapper on the whole YouTube. It's you and me, I got that crypto blue. Don't even know what I'm trying to say when I'm chilling out trading Bitcoin every single day. Sometimes I might throw in a little altcoin. I don't really know, it can get a little annoying. Shout out to Hakuna Matata. That is what I'm doing when I'm drinking all my water. Got the soda right in here and it is not on spotter. Got the leverage trading and I'm going really farther. All right, we're testing the VWAP, guys. Let's check out the order flow. Yo, Bitcoin, how do we go? Let me take a look, I'ma look at the order flow. Got the candles, purple and blue. Bitcoin pumping, man, straight through, that's what we do. Over here on the chart, got the TA looking like a work of art. Bullish div on MCB, that's what we do when we're chilling out in TV. I call it trading view, going to school, learning to trade. That's what we do every day in spades. Digging through the dirt, hope I don't get hurt. Got it with my shoulder with a squirt. Here we go, got my man in the chat. About to pump hard, man, what about that? As we're consolidating under resistance, looking kind of bullish, Bitcoin about to go the distance. How we looking on the 4-hour? Bitcoin's looking like it's got the power. Going outside, gotta smell the flowers. That's what I'm doing when I'm taking showers. Cause my armpits are really smelly. I sweat every day, my wife gets yelly. Cause I stink in the bed when I'm going through my head. Staying up all night, look at the charts instead. Haven't slept in about 3 weeks. stuck to the charts, man. Let me take a peek. Then I turn it off for just another few minutes, but I haven't gone downstairs, haven't seen the kitchen. Addicted to trading every single day. Addicted to training when I do it my way. Going long, going short. Don't mess with me if you don't want to get hoard. Here we go, consolidation. Bitcoin's gonna pump, I'll go on vacation from all the gains that I made, taking all the trades. When I'm doing it, traveling on trains, going across the I lost my flow. Lost my flow. Yo, I lost my flow. Maybe I'm too white, maybe I'm alright, but I lost my flow from staying up all night when I'm looking at the charts, man. Looking at arts, man. Farts, man. Got really smelly farts, man. Lost my flow again. Don't mess with me, cause I'm smelling like a hen. Maybe we gonna pump a little higher. Bitcoin's going, man. The price is on fire. Alrighty. Well, we lost about 200 viewers during that. But hey, man, look, Bitcoin is right now back inside value area. We've got a 12-minute confirmed bullish divergence here. Let's check out the trades. They're doing all right. All right, shout out to everybody in the chat. Let's see, do we have any super chats up in here? Wow, we got some super chats. Shout out to you guys, man. Thank you so much for the super chat. Shout out to Just Ray. Shout out to Call Sign. Got filled for a scalp long. Shout out to Bit Burrito. Shout out to Frankie Candle. Shout out to Harsh. Shout out to Anatria. Shout out to Rod. Shout out to Trucker Crypto. Man, it's one of those streams, guys, where the bars are just flowing, man. The bars are just flowing, man. BingX doesn't like black people. Gary, do you know what that sounds like? I'm sorry, but when I hear stuff like that, I just can't even take that seriously. Alright, first of all, the people who made BingX aren't even white. They're probably black. I don't know. I'm just joking. But does that make any sense? That makes no sense to me. Come on, man. Why do you say this, Gary? Can you show me some proof? If you show me proof, I will stop trading on BingX. I mean that. I mean that. Shout out to Adam Duran. Shout out to Woo. Shout out to Bit Burrito. Everybody hip thrust the like button. Bitcoin's going to retest the triangle, you think? Yeah, let's see, because like right now we are, in fact, man, we need to reclaim that VWAP. Look at this 12-minute div, all right? 12-minute div, the hour money flow thick, 24-minute about to print a trigger wave here. We just need to reclaim VWAP. Let's see what's happening here. Decrease of OI. If we get some buyers to come in here, we could pump, right? We had a lot of shorts short under VWAP. They've closed out their positions, right? All these guys, basically, people shorted VWAP, they shorted it once, and then they shorted again under VWAP. A lot of people shorted the exact low here. Not very bearish, honestly. But these shorts have closed out. If they had stayed open, that would have given us fuel for the fire to pump a little higher. Right? But, you know. What's margin balance? I assume margin balance is like how much margin you need to have to not get liquidated. I'm actually not 100% sure on that. Yeah, we did change local structure, says James Lockey, to a little bit bearish, but look. I would say this. For me, the main low is this one right here. And So far, to me, this is a sideways range. The fact that we've taken these lows here with some bullish divs could just give us a move back to the top of the range. But yep, we've changed structure. So because we changed structure, if you're an ultra bear, guess what? Now you've got yourself a setup. Lower high, you're an ultra bear. Take it back down to the retest of the triangle. All right. Come on, VWAP. Come on, VWAP. Am I still stacking R? Yeah, I haven't really stacked anymore, Casta, but I definitely still have my R. You got $5. Which coin should you buy? I don't know. I really don't know. What? $5? Come on, Bitcoin. Man, this is actually a pretty nice beat right here. You guys like this? It's emotional. Buy a cheeseburger, someone says. Shout out to Dave Digital. He says, if you have $5, put some gas in your car and do a delivery until you have $10, rinse and repeat. That's good. That's good. Yeah, remember the time 6 Juanita rejected us? Yeah, this is an emotional song. Hey, yo. This song is about the time I got my heart broken. I had a crush on a girl named 6 Juanita. She rejected me. Back in high school. Check it. Yo. Yo. Got my heart broken by my favorite girl, man. 6 Juanita, she was my whole world, man. Asked her out and I thought I'd take her home. Turns out that I was stuck in the friend zone. She gave me the hand, she gave me the face. It was such a disgrace. She said, Jason Casper, we will never date. You're just not my type, don't mean to hate. She said that it's not you, that it's me. Hurt my heart, straight to the P. Then I went home crying all the way. Turned out, man, that wasn't even the way. She wasn't into nice guys like your boy. She was into some bad guys. Oi, check it out, she wasn't looking at me, but her eyes were looking at Sam Bankman-Fried. He was chilling over there. Got some crooked face up in the hair. Man boobs all across the chest. That's what she likes really best. She don't like nice developed pecs. She likes upside down man boobs, man, what the heck? What a disgrace. Chilling on his face, got the crooked man boobs all over the place. Money flow coming down, making me frown. Got a bearish divergence, man, chilling through the town. Oh snap, let me take a peek at market cipher B. Now we can start to see why 6 Juanita rejected me. It just was not meant to be. Thought we could get matching tats, it would be her and me, but no, I'm left all alone on the street. Now I become an incel, red pill, never have a woman, that's how I tell. Men get their own way. No, I'm not talking gay, I'm talking about getting a job, doing things my way. Alright, so we're rejecting again from the VWAP, alright? We're rejecting again from the VWAP. Alright, we need a little bit more consolidation here, okay? Shout out to Sudeep in the chat. Shout out to Michael Castrup. What does my wife think about 6 Juanita? Jealous, right? Big Bus 28, you jealous? Funding rate is paying you for once. Bitcoin funding rate skyrocketing. What website do I use for TPO? I'm currently using XO charts. All right. Dang it. The beat is sad and bearish. I'm a fresh graduate with $100 in the bank. Would I trade? No, I would not trade. Trading is something to do. Like, do you have income? Like, man, I would definitely learn how to trade, but I would not trade. If you only have $100, I would not learn how to trade. Am I on TRT? Man, we already been through this. No, I'm not on TRT. I'm not on anything. Because, you know, guys, I'm all about self-sufficiency up in here, right? So, like, I'm not trying to get stuck taking something for the rest of my life, right? My mentality is like the whole world's going to shut down and I'm going to be stuck here living off the land until some like random militia comes and takes everything I have and kills me, all right? So, like, I'm not trying to be dependent on a hormone just to function. Like, that's so crazy. Once you go on TRT, you can never come off TRT. All right? There's things you can do to avoid taking TRT. But yes, I would never want to do that. Have I used Addis? No, I haven't used Addis. I haven't, but I'm pretty sure Addis is free. Shout out to Suicidal Trader. I should wrap all my TAs. It's hard, you know. Looking for a potential Model 2 distribution locally. James Lockey, we're going to have to Google that. Wyckoff. Oh, you're looking for another high to be put in, or you're looking at this as an upside down one? You're looking for another low to be put in, or you're looking for now the high to be taken? Because I'm hoping that the high gets taken. That's kind of what I would be looking for. I'd be looking for something like this, and then maybe we get a. Yo, shout out to DD. My man DD. Yo, sitting in my chair watching Jason Casper freestyle. After a while, yo, I swear I'm going senile. Hit us with another. We need that in the meanwhile. Oh, shifting to another beat. What do I think about Polkadot? I think Polkadot's pretty bullish, honestly. But I would not be buying here. Okay? I would not be buying here. I would not be buying Polkadot here. All right, here we go, Bitcoin. Come on, BTC, baby. Low volume. It's 11 o'clock. New York's gonna go on lunch. Man, maybe if we get some more pumpage here. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe. Let's see how long this stream goes for, because maybe we'll just pump all day. Maybe we'll do nothing all day. It's a Tuesday, New York open. Let's go. New York's been open for a while. Do I think the pump is related to the BlackRock news? I do think that the bullish narrative about the ETF has facilitated this pump, and I do think we're coming to the top of the. I think we're coming to the top of the pump. Do I think we're still going to go higher on Bitcoin? I'm still looking for higher. All right. Oh, Chris Higgins is looking for a White Phoenix method. Dang it, Bitcoin. Come on, man. All right, here we go. Got some people shorting the VWAP now. People seeing we're rejecting from VWAP again. They're like, screw this, man. I'm shorting here. Screw it. Screw this, man. I'm about to short it. All right, let's go, baby. Hit our TP. Bitcoin, $7,500 this year, says Abaddon. Abaddon means destroyer. Are you about to destroy Bitcoin? Wreck Day City is about to take lunch. Nice, man. Do I think the ETF will dump Bitcoin? I mean, honestly, so my honest thoughts are the same as they've been for a while, right? I do think that the ETF news is going to pump Bitcoin the same way that it pumped Bitcoin when we got the fake news, right? Same way it pumped when we got the fake news. I think the real news is going to pump it in the short term. But, you know, I also think that it's going to take time for that money to start coming in, right? Because here's the thing, BlackRock already has a lot of Bitcoin. So when people start buying the ETF, they're going to basically be buying Bitcoin that kind of already exists. And then if they need to buy more Bitcoin, it's going to take more time. It's going to take more time for that money to actually flow into the market. So I think it's extremely bullish in the long term, but I really do think it could turn into a buy the rumor, sell the news kind of deal, right? I really do think that. Because when we got the fake news, it pumped like crazy. We are pumping like crazy. It's before the halving. Historically speaking, we get a little bit of a pullback before the halving, right? And we're coming up to major resistance at the top of the bear market rally. Now, I still think this is a bear market rally because the reason why, you could make the case that we're in a bull market. Yeah, okay, I could see that, but I still classify this as a bear market rally because historically speaking, when we take a look at what has happened, all right, let's take a look at the previous cycle, all right? We had ourselves a really analogous situation here, right? Bull market high, dump, form a base, lose the base, reclaim the base, pump like a wild lady. Closer to the all-time high than we were to the all-time low. But then what? We come up into the Fibonacci golden pocket. And then what? We dump back down to basically test our base and put in a double bottom and then bam. And you could say, okay, this was because of the Roni. Okay, yeah, it was from the Roni. Let's say that. But if we discount those wicks, we came back down to test our base, right? So now we have our all-time high, all right? We have our base. We lose the base. We come back into the base. We pump like a wild lady, all right? Closer to the all-time high than to the bear market low, all right? And now we're coming right into the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement. Just a little bit away. And back in here, the halving happened in June 2020. And right now the halving will happen in April 2024. Okay? So what is this telling us? It means if the pattern repeats, pull back, pump. Right? Pull back, pump. So look, I think the news, the fundamentals, and the technicals, they all work hand in hand. So yeah, I think that I think we could really see something like that happen. You know? All right, so if it is a cash-only ETF and not an in-kind one, same exact deal. It's going to take time for that money to come in. It's going to take time for the money to come in. It's not like you've got all these boomers and old people just sitting there waiting for an ETF to be approved. I don't think that's the case. I think they're going to get it pitched to them by their financial advisors. Hey, you heard about this thing called Bitcoin? It's just been pumping. Look at the chart. You heard about this thing called Bitcoin? It's the new big deal. You want some exposure? Like, yeah, give me some exposure. You know, I've heard about it before. My grandson Jason's into it. I just don't get it. I'm like, who's the CEO? There is no CEO? I don't get it. I don't get that. I thought the CEO got arrested. I thought his name was Sam Bankman-Fried, the CEO of Bitcoin. Didn't he get arrested? Didn't the owner of Bitcoin go to jail now? Isn't that over? No? Yeah, I'll get some of that. Let me get some exposure. You know, I like to diversify. After all, inflation's crazy. You know? Let's diversify a little bit. That's going to take some time. And it will be bullish in the long term, honestly. You think a big correction's coming at 69K, the all-time high? So, I don't know. Where am I walking? I'm walking to work. Whoa, that's some loud music. Wow, hang on. Here we go. Oh wow. Okay, so now people are starting to short. We've got shorts, about 2 million shorts here. We've got about 2 million shorts here, struggling to reclaim the VWAP, rejecting again from the VWAP. Whoa, so I've been hearing this. Jim Cramer just said Bitcoin isn't going anywhere. That is really not a good sign. Sheesh. That is not a good sign. Yeah. Yeah. Man, Bitcoin's taking a massive dump here. Sheesh. Kramer's dumping the corn right now. Man. It's not what I wanted to see, guys. It's not what I wanted to see. Not what I wanted to see at all. There's a head and shoulders on the chart. Yeah, you're right. There's a head and shoulders on the chart. Yep. Yep. I mean, it is a head and shoulders. We've changed structure as well, so yeah, we'll have to wait and see, guys. I mean, look, I'm still holding these longs. I'm still expecting higher prices. I'm still holding the longs. I'm still expecting higher. All right. This is the 1 minute time frame. We haven't seen any major signs of weakness yet. My plans still remain the same. I'm still expecting higher prices. All right, I'm still expecting higher prices. So time will tell if I'm right or wrong, but that's what I'm still expecting here. I'm still expecting some higher prices to come in. Alrighty, y'all. I'm going to head out. It's been a good stream. Look, God bless everybody in Jesus' name, even if you're not religious. I don't take myself seriously at all, but I do take my walk with the Lord very seriously because my relationship with Jesus gives me purpose and meaning and hope in life. And I know that everyone is on the same boat as that, but I do pray everybody is blessed. And I will see everybody in the next stream. Peace.